What if one of humanity's oldest symbols was not warning us about death, but about time itself? A serpent biting its own tail appears simple until you realize civilizations kept returning to it. It has no beginning, no ending, just a body consuming itself forever. This is the Ouroboros, the snake that turned itself into a question. Was it a symbol of eternity, or a reminder that everything we build eventually becomes dust? To understand it, we have to go back, before science, before modern religion, before written certainty. Long before clocks, ancient people watched the world repeat itself. Rivers flooded, crops died. The sun disappeared, then returned. The moon vanished, then became whole again. Seeds opened, and life came back from the ground. Nature did not move in a straight line, it moved in circles. And somewhere in that mystery, the serpent became the perfect image. A creature that sheds its skin looked like death, followed by a second life. In ancient Egypt, tail-in-mouth serpent images appeared in sacred and funerary worlds. But the meaning was not as simple as modern posters claim. Scholars argue the Egyptian image was often about enclosure, protection, and divine boundaries, a circle around the sacred, a border between order and chaos. The snake was not only eating itself, it was surrounding something fragile. Maybe the first mystery was not endless time, but protection from the endless dark. Then the symbol traveled, changed, and gathered new meanings. In the Greek imagination, the name became Ouroboros, tail devouring. The image became less like an animal and more like a law of existence. Everything returns, everything transforms, everything that ends becomes the beginning of something else. Centuries later, alchemists found the symbol and made it even stranger. For them, the Ouroboros was not only about time, it was about transformation. Base matter could become gold, the soul could become purified. The monster eating itself became the promise that destruction might hide creation. But the symbol also carried a darker warning. If the circle never breaks, are we reborn or are we trapped? The Ouroboros asks whether repetition is sacred or terrifying. A sunrise can feel like hope. A repeated mistake can feel like a curse. Ancient symbols survive because they do not answer questions, they sharpen them. And the Ouroboros survived because every age found itself inside the circle. For mystics, it was eternity. For philosophers, unity. For artists, obsession. One image could hold opposites together, life and death, poison and medicine, hunger and wholeness. That is why the symbol feels ancient even when we see it today. It reminds us that modern life is also made of loops. We wake, work, sleep, repeat, and call it progress. Empires rise, decay, and leave stones for later empires to misread. Even stars are born from the remains of older stars. The universe itself seems to recycle dust into worlds, worlds into dust. So maybe the Ouroboros lasted because it described something we keep discovering. Not a superstition, not a single belief, but a pattern. A pattern old enough to feel like memory. But the more people used the symbol, the more meanings it swallowed. It became eternity, rebirth, infinity, chaos, wisdom, and self-destruction. A symbol can become so powerful that it stops belonging to one culture. It becomes a mirror, and every civilization sees its own fear inside it. The fear of ending, the fear of repeating, the fear that nothing truly escapes. But there is also comfort in the circle. Because if life moves in cycles, then loss may not be the final word. Winter does not destroy spring, it prepares it. Night does not defeat the sun, it carries it to morning. And death, in many ancient imaginations, was not a wall, but a doorway. That may be why the Ouroboros still feels alive. It is not just an old snake, it is a machine for thinking about forever. A loop that asks whether time is a river or a wheel. Whether the universe is moving forward or returning to something it already knows. And whether humans keep finding this symbol because we're inside it. The snake eats its tail. The end becomes the beginning. The question survives. Is the Ouroboros a symbol we invented or a truth we were never able to escape?